All right. I just finished recording a video where I watched some video in my recommended about Japanese learning. I also ate like 50 pistachios, but that's okay. But yeah, I mean, there wasn't really much for me to take away from it because I've played these games before. I've watched like so many videos of how to learn Japanese. And it's like, yeah, okay, immerse, mine, have fun. You know, don't use a grammar textbook. I mean, it didn't say that, but it was implied. Sure, I don't. Yeah, I think that video is not even worth uploading. It was kind of a nothing burger. But what I did get away from it was this website called G10. G10. Mm, .moe. Now, when I use this website, probably not, to be honest. It's used for finding shows of a certain difficulty level, but like I don't care because I'll just watch what I want to watch anyway. But I did find this anime, Harmony. So that's probably the only thing I'll use this site for, to just find this and watch it because it seems interesting, and then I'll go from there. Also, the video also mentioned this channel very briefly, Nihongo Learning, which looks like a fun way to learn Japanese. I watched the first 40 seconds so far, and definitely seems quite comprehensible.
こんにちは。日本語ラーニングのゆうたです。
And he just looks like a fun guy. So, awesome. So I have those two things. In the last video, I said I would also, like in yesterday's video, I said I would study my Japanese flashcards today, but spoiler alert, I forgot. Like I literally just forgot. Like no joke, I forgot to study them. So I'm gonna do it tomorrow because tomorrow I'm going to train to my aunt's house, which is obviously a very good time then to study some Japanese. I might sound a bit cringe on the train, speaking Japanese out loud, but who cares, bro? I'm grinding. So I'll do that. And I'm doing 10 flashcards a day, not just because 10 is like a good amount to not get overwhelmed, but also like I could do 15 or 20 in theory. But first of all, I'd have to be making flashcards at that rate, which I'm not right now. And also, I want to do other languages too. So if I'm doing 20 Japanese on top of Chinese and Spanish, it's a lot of time spent in Anki, or mochi in my case. So I'd rather just use 10. But yeah, anyway, so that's that. Um, what I'm gonna do now is continue making more flashcards, literally. So let's get mochi up here, up in here, up in here. Um, I can launch it I can use it on the website, but I'm actually going to launch the app solely because on Windows, tab switching is so annoying. Windows
子
switching
供は
is
早く言語を学ぶ。
Windows switching is also really annoying, but like it's less annoying if you're picking up what I'm putting down. So as you can see in my inbox, I have 10 cards. So that's what I'll be studying tomorrow. Yeah, just to kind of look at what cards I made yesterday. I mean, here's the most recent one. The very moment a person is born, they are headed towards death. That's a banger. So I think I had like 50 in my Anki in total, but I'm not gonna port all of them anyway. Because some of them are not very relevant. Let's play. How long does it take to launch Anki? Just when you think it can't take any longer, it takes longer. Like, see what I mean by like Anki is friction? Like, excuse me for wanting to use Mochi, but Jesus Christ! Like for a second, I was like, I genuinely questioned if I even launched the app in the first place or if I just hallucinated it. God damn. Okay. I mean, I'm not here to give hate to Anki. Just it is slow. That is an observation, and I do not like slow software. 彼らは長い間、俺の敵だった。So teki means opponent. Now, when I am making flashcards, there are two things I consider because these are sentence flashcards. So I'm not like so in my old system, this is like the
彼
fifth
らは
time
長い
I'm
間
explaining
俺
this.
の敵だ。
I would focus on a certain word, right? But now in my new system, I'm just focusing on a sentence. No specific word whatsoever. So the two things I consider are, first of all, what words are in the thing overall, right? And second of all, what is the sentence structure, right? Like even if I have a sentence like I love apples, right, in Chinese, what I apples, whatever apples is in Chinese. Even if I don't really care what apples means, say like the sentence pattern I love X is so useful that it's worth learning anyway. And then of course if I want to, I can substitute it for something more relevant anyway. Like I love um Chinese, right? Or like I love table tennis. Like I can do stuff like that. But sentence structure is really the main thing that I care about. So like 彼らは長い間 for the longest time is a very cool thing to be able to say. 俺の敵だった. So as for them, 長い間, right? As for them, for a long time, 俺の敵だった. My enemy, だった, past tense. So that's a pretty good sentence structure, and that is good to have in my schema or whatever. So for the longest time, well, for a long time, they'd be my opponents. So we have the breakdown. 彼ら means they. I will, of course, cross-check this with a dictionary when I need to, although for a lot of these words, especially because they already exist in my flashcards, I already know them. But also, like, obviously I'm not fluent in Japanese, but I have low-key been learning Japanese for, like, at least 5 years or 6 years now. Like that's when I started, like, actually, like, formal Japanese classes online during COVID. Um, I didn't get very far because it was kind of boring, but, like, the point is, I have been studying it for a while, to the point where I have stuff in my mind just because naturally over time. Yeah, it's they them. Who'd have thought? So 彼ら wa topic marker. As I went over in the last video, I prefer to call it marker, not particle, because marker just makes it. Yeah, it's just a clear name, isn't it? Nagai aida, long time, long interval, as a set phrase. But if you were to break it down, Nagai means long, like long hair, you can say, and aida means time, I assume. Space or interval, I see. Interval, period of time. Ore, ore no is my. Consisting of ore in its kanji form, which is not too rare. I, male, like masculine, rough, no, which is the possessive marker, and then teki is enemy. Well, opponent or threat. Yeah, opponent, adversary. And then datta. Datta is past tense, copula. It's honestly kind of hard to explain it. But yeah, like copula, past tense. Or even just past tense copula. It's probably a good way to describe that. So the literal translation is, as for them, for a long time, they were my, well, in brackets, they were my opponents. For a long time, they had been my opponents. Image, probably just some, yeah, just villains, full stop. Not really relevant to the actual meaning of the sentence. What the hell? Is this AI? It's official, right? Why does it look like AI? That's bizarre. Say that again. Longest time they've been my opponents. What's like a long-standing rivalry? JoJo rivalry. These two? Surely Jonathan and Dia. Like since birth. That is cute. That is yaoi. Yeah, that's a perfect image to use. Mm, yeah, I spent way too much time looking for images, by the way. But like, I just want to because it's fun, bro. Like, sue me. I want to have fun. Let's do Jonathan versus Dia. But I want something like symbolic, you know? More manga accurate. Cool. I do actually like the colors here, where it's pink instead of purple. Um, I find the purple to be a bit just like, eh. I mean, this is an image, but it makes Dio look a bit too or less. Surely there's some like artwork of Jonathan and Dio, right? Jonathan, Joestar, gallery, illustrations. Um, there's this, but I don't love it because it's not clear who's who. Ooh, perfect. The memory of that blood. Actually, is there a cleaner version of that? Disc. No, that's all right. So I'd add it here. Let's preview the card. Cool. So they took mark alongside my anniversary.
彼らは長い間、俺の敵だった。
That's correct. I forgot to add the furigana. Once again, it's automatic. Very cool. And save.
彼らは長い間、俺の敵だった。
Just checking that the furigana doesn't mess up the pronunciation, but it doesn't, which is nice. Okay, so I can mark that one as green because I'd have added it. I skipped this one, which was the prefix changes the meaning. Like, do I need to know what Sitoji means, really? Not really. Like, I'm not like, I'm not studying linguistics in Japanese, at least not yet. I'll call you back from my workroom, right? Call back, useful for phone calls. Shigoto de, no, shigoto be, workroom. Shigoto beya, right? Kara, which means like from. Um, kakenaosu yo. So that's a pretty good. I mean, first of all, good phrase that you'd probably use, but also, I mean, minus the workroom, but also good sentence structure there as well. Like from this place, I'll call you back, and then like yo for like the sentence thingy. This is beya, not heya. I don't know why it's beya, but a. Uh, uh, I'll call you back from my workroom. So we have shigoto beya. I realize the other card is lacking furigana here. So I'll add that for consistency's sake. Nagai. Uh, 彼らは長い間. Oh, this is wrong. as well.
彼らは長い間、俺の敵
For some reason, the text speech order correct, but the furigana didn't. I don't know why there's a difference in the software there, but that should be aida. Good catch by me. Ore no teki. Okay, looks good. Yeah, so shigoto beya contains shigoto, which is like job or work, I think. Let me actually use the better dictionary. Work, job, labor. I mean, do I need to use this with the one? Yeah, I guess so. I do like JPTP more. More so because it has the fish accent, but like, whatever.
仕事
Shigoto? Work, job, yeah. So work, job, and beya. Usually heya, but in this case the reading is different. I forgot why. Room. Does this say any alternative reading? Well, actually, mind you, it is the whole thing. Yeah, shigoto beya. I don't know why it changes. I guess it's like a grammatical, like a phonogrammatical thingy. That means room. Then we have kara, meaning from or since. In this case, from, right? Time, place. Yeah, so from place or location. Then kake naosu is to call someone back. Or, well, it's to return a call. So, to call back. It uses kake naosu. To cure, to heal, or to do over again. Yeah, so das as an auxiliary verb. So kake is different in this case. Probably looking for like kakesu, kakeru. Okay, it has many different meanings. To make a call, yeah. So kakeru, meaning to make a call, and then the naosu is to repeat or to return, to do over again. Yeah, and then that's it. No, yo, which is as a suffix. Ba-bam. Emphasis. Oh my god, I'm not showing my screen. Dude, every time. It's been 20 minutes, I haven't shown my screen. Sorry. Well, whatever. Emphasis marker. What's like the what's the official name for yo? in Japanese? Sentence ending particle. Emphatic particle. Right. So it's the well, and in this case, it's the assertive marker in this context. Markle, assertive. Okay, and then picture. This is the image I had before. Call the ambulance. This one's good because like she's tapping into the phone as if about to relocate and call back. Oh. Or something, or hanging up, whatever.
仕事部屋からかけ直すよ。
Why would it say heya?
仕事部屋からかけ直すよ。
Like, is it JBDB that's tripping here? You know what I'm saying? No, it is beya. So it's weird that the text-to-speech doesn't get it correct. Oh well, I guess I need to make it manually in this case. Luckily, I have a field exactly for this.
仕事部屋からかけ直すよ。
Yep. Since this wasn't showing my screen, this is the other one I made.
彼らは長い間、俺の敵だった。
And that's it so far. From today. Okay. Then I skip these two. No, sorry, those are suspended, never mind. Waga kokoro to kodo ni ite no kumori nashi. That's a banger. Gotta include that one. One of the first sentences I literally just learned by heart for no reason. So, waga kokoro to kodo ni ichi, no, not ichi, itten. Bloody hell. Ooh. As much as I appreciate the automatic hiragana, furigana, it's not very good right now. Like I thought it'd be like use like AI or something to be a bit better. Still saves you lots of time though, so I would prefer to have it than to not have it. No kumori nashi. Hi. Can I get like the vertical dots? No. Okay. Yep. Back to English. My heart and actions are utterly unclouded. There's not a speck of cloudiness in my heart and actions. My heart and actions are utterly unclouded. So, for those who don't know, this is a quote from JoJo. But that aside, waga kokoro to kodo ni ite no kumoi nashi. It's quite an interesting sentence because the direct translation is not really like this at all, which I will obviously break down right now. So waga means my, but it's quite archaic. And by quite I mean it is archaic. My are one's own, old-fashioned. Yeah. So my, as opposed to like boku no watashi no kokoro means heart, but also spirit and mind, heart, spirit. To is just the connective in this case. And conjunction. Yeah, just and. Conjunction marker. I mean, yeah, it means and. Kodo ni. So kodo means actions. Ni, location marker. Itten no kumori. Itten no kumori. Itten is like a speck. Cloud, speck of cloud. So itten. It's very like metaphorical, very cool. It's why JoJo's not so easy to start out with. Speck. Itten. Spec. Dot. No is the possessive marker. And kumori literally means cloud or cloudiness. Yeah. Kumori. So literally speck of cloudiness, right? Speck of cloudiness. And then nash or nashi, meaning there isn't, without. Yeah. So directly translated, my heart and actions. Well, in my heart and actions. Yeah, it's ni. In my heart and actions, there is without, yeah, it is without a speck of cloudiness. Or my heart and actions are utterly unclouded. Is a good translation. And of course, we need the source. So in this case, I do actually have the image. Holy hallelujah. Although I don't think I can copy it directly. Tragedy strikes. I can screenshot it, but I'm sure I can get it online. I just made a duplicate somehow. Literally, how did I do that? Oh, that hurt. How did I just do that? Can I control Z? Nope. Okay, just delete this one then. I did it again. Okay. That's the one. Can't wait for this to be animated. Oh my days. It's gonna be so peak. Hopefully it looks even nearly as good.
我が心と行動に一点の曇りなし。
Okay, that one I got correct. The cadence is obviously different from the actual quote, but what do you expect? So, 我が心と行動に一点の曇りなし. Or nashi, as she says. Do I not have audio for this one?
我が心
I do. Where is it? Here. Yep. So I just need to go to my settings and find it. OS, users, me, updater, local, Anki, cache, wrong one. Roaming, Anki 2, user 1, collection.media. Search for the WAV file. Yeah, it's not there for some reason. Is it not? That's weird. Should be. There it is. Edit. Don't know why it didn't come up just now. Paste it there. And now I have two things, so now I can hear it both.
我が心と行動に一点の曇りなし
我が心と行動に一点の曇りなし。
Yep. Awesome. Top 10 quotes of all time. AN Naiteimasu. They've been crying endlessly. Quite useful. Furigana. AN Naiteimasu. Perfect. This one's a lot easier. They've been crying endlessly. So we got AN, which means endlessly, or yeah. It's one of those things that's like where like it repeats it. I said AN. This is NN, which is correct. I said it wrong. It's ang 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 ang. What this means, like this kanji is just repeat the last one, which is quite interesting. But yeah, forever, endlessly, on and on. And then naiteimasu. Naiteimasu means they are, I think. I'm crying, yeah. So naku is just a cry. Naiteimasu is crying. Yeah, so to be crying. Which takes naku. Well, yeah, it takes naku. Mean to cry. And naku teimasu. Or teru. To be ing. The auxiliary verb. Conjugated as masu in this case. Yeah. You call it the gerund, I guess, but whatever. And then I got this banger image, which I once again cannot copy. Or maybe I can. Nope. How do I copy this? Like, low-key. Copy image, open image? Alright, I can open it and then copy it from here. There we go. Are you kidding me? How is this not treated as a kanji? There's no way.
延々泣いています。
That is actually trolling. Seriously? So it works about if I do this.
延々泣いています。
Why is it like a pause?
延々泣いています。
That's better. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I shouldn't separate these anyway, because the whole thing is one kanji technically, because this one relies on this one. This one relies on this one before it. So, yep, they have been crying endlessly. Not even. They are crying endlessly. They are crying endlessly. Okay. Nice one. Banger. Boku ni wa yume ga aru. Journal quote. I have a dream. But also quite interesting grammar once again. So boku is I. First time we're seeing it in this version of it though. Boku. Because boku is more like it's masculine, but it's not like boyish kind of. Like it's not like rough masculine, you know? Boku ni wa. Ni wa is ni and wa. It's like as for to, for, on, in, at. Emphasizes word marked by ni. Yeah, so location plus topic marker. Now, it's interesting that he says boku ni wa yume ga aru. Like he could just say boku wa. Well, there is a dream, right? There is a dream at me. Like he's taking ownership. I have a dream, as opposed to saying, as for me, there's a dream. Like that doesn't make sense. But if you say boku ni wa, it's like I like there is a dream to me, you know? Like I have the dream. That's the translation that I understand it as. Boku ni wa yume, dream or vision maybe, like there's a dream. Okay. Ga is the subject marker and aru is to exist. For inanimate objects, such as a dream. And yeah, so at me, in me, there is a dream. There exists a dream. Or just I have a dream. But like, yeah, in me, there exists a dream. Honestly, that'd be a really cool way for them to translate it in the official thing, official English translation. Kono jono jovano ni wa yume ga aru. I, Jono Giovanna. In I, Jono Giovanna, there exists a dream. Right? Obviously very like grandiose and all that, but it's cool. It's cool. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try again. And let's copy this image. Don't need to really explain this one. Hopefully it works.
僕には夢がある。
僕には夢がある。
Perfect. I have a dream. I, location marker, dream, subject, charms. Yeah. Cool quotes and cool use of niwa. Very, like, to indicate possession. That's a very good pattern, actually, because it's a good way to say you have something. I mean, in this case, it's like specific, like, in me, there exists a dream, as opposed to, like, in me, there exists an apple. Like, that probably doesn't work as well. But, like, it's definitely a cool thing, like, to use. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if I'm, like, playing table tennis and someone's like, Kojo, you're shit. And I'm like, maybe I'm shit, but in me, there exists a drive, a passion. Passion? Can I do English? I can. You're like, I may be shit. しかし、この工場には情熱がある. Right? Like that probably makes sense. Let me actually just check that real quick. English, please. この工場にはがある. This Kojo has passion. この工場には情熱がある. Right? Like, I could use that pattern, which is kind of sick, kind of dope to pull out randomly. Not randomly, but like at the right moment. He is a foreigner living in Japan. 彼は日本に住む外国人, right? 外国人だ. I mean, foreigner is obviously a useful thing to know. 彼らは日本に住む. Now, 住む is interesting, right? Like, 住む外国人. Like, we're combining the verb with the thingy. So I will actually need to ask Claude here how that actually works. Can I track this into a pinned? What the? Oh, is that? Oh no. Ooh. Soda. Okay, that's a project. Japanese. And here, break this down grammatically, particularly the verb plus noun combo. Yep, 彼は日本に住む to live, reside, foreigner. So it's a relative clause modifying a noun. In English, the relative clause comes after the noun, a foreigner who lives in Japan. In Japanese, it comes before the noun. So literally, Japan in lives, foreigner. Oh, so the full thing is 日本に住む外国人. So like he is a 日本に住む外国人 type shit. Okay. As for him, in Japan living, foreigner. Okay. So that's definitely worth adding to my flashcards. Now that I understand it. By the way, you should never add a sentence structure to your flashcards that you don't understand. Kind of defeats the point. The fact that it did Nippon for no reason, that is crazy. Why would it default to Nippon? Of all things. It's kind of endearing, but at the same time, I don't think I want to use that one. Let's see what the text-to-speech does. I'm very curious. Jesus Christ, I've messed this up. Let me just switch to the English keyboard. Okay, the whole thing just glitched, I guess. Let's try again. Yeah. 日本住む外国人。Soto means outside, by the way, so it's like outside country person, which I think is really cool. 外国人. He is foreigner living in Japan. Oh my god, I had bad grammar the whole time. He is a foreigner living in Japan. Kare. He. Wa. Sub topic marker. Little thought exercise. If this was kare ga nihon ni sumu gaikokujin da, then that would be saying like for all he's like a general statement about him, like whoever him may apply to. I guess. Yep. Let me cook. Nihon. So nihon ni sumu is treated as one thing. I mean, I guess the whole thing is. Man, this is messed up. Okay. I'm gonna take just this part. Living in Japan. With, of course, Nihon, meaning Japan. Japan. Ni, meaning, the location marker. And sumu, meaning to live or to reside. And gaikokujin is foreigner, lit, outside, country, person. I've got to include that, it's just too good. And then that is copula. Okay, so literally, as for him, he is a living in Japan foreigner. And what image do I have for this one? These two. Can I get like a cooler picture of a foreigner in Japan? Foreigner in Japan. Sad and surprising facts about foreigners born in Japan. Well, now I'm intrigued. German alien in Japan. You get stared at. Hafu. Uh, God damn, this is Japan. Hold up. Let my man cook. Look like Australia down here. Um, I like a cool looking foreigner. And preferably male as well, because I said kare, meaning him, he. What? Cool street. Why does Japan just look so good, man? Like, oh my god, like I've been there by the way. Just for the record, I'm not just gushing for no reason. And like, yeah, it's generally it's like for some reason it's just something beautiful about the streets. I think it's the architecture and like just how the signs are look and it's pretty cool. Lots of like character to it. Um, yeah, whereas these kind of just like big blocky buildings. Although I do also like British architecture, don't get me wrong, but it's nowhere near as like cool and like with like the tiling and everything and the signage as Japan. Foreigner living. Oh wait, I know a foreigner who lives in Japan. PewDiePie. Felix Kjellberg. See, so now, if I want to talk about PewDiePie, someone says, "Who's PewDiePie?" I can say, "Ah, PewDiePie. 彼は日本に住む外国人だ。YouTuber ですよ. Genius. Look at that. Look at that. Can I get an image of him like actually in Japan though? Like, like with like people around. I mean, probably not to be fair. Um, like just like a picture that like obviously screams Japan, and that doesn't say no smoking in English. That's sick. Oh my god, PewDiePie short allegations. How tall is this man? No way he's that short. He's 5'11"? Jesus Christ, how tall is this guy? Actually, to be fair, yeah, he's like a teenager. 6 foot, 6'2" maybe. Man, I love getting height mobbed. Tragedy. Um, yeah, let's go with this video, this picture then. it's sort of like the best cropped. I know this. I know. Oh, here it is. Yeah, that's good. Good framing. Him and Matsuya. Boom.
彼は日本に住む外国人だ。
Yeah, this is Nihon, not Nippon. God damn. Okay. Control 3. So that one is complete. Or whatever. Nouns are a part of speech. Again, like when would I say meishi or hinshi? Probably not ever. Kare no inochi ga shinpai da. I'm worried for his life. Nah, I mean, first of all, it's a very simple structure. His life is concerning. Well, ga is like about his life. There's concern, kind of thing. I mean, but like, why would it be like shinpai ga aru? I mean, to be fair, there's already ga. Kare no nochi wa shinpai ga aru. But this is kare no nochi ga shinpai da. His life is worrisome. I mean, it depends what shinpai actually translates to directly. I don't know, like if it's worry or if it's like worryful or worrisome. That's what I meant to say. Worry, concern, anxiety. Yeah, it's like I don't understand this sentence. Like it looks simple, but the guy is actually kind of throwing me off here. Can you break this down grammatically? His life is a matter of worry. Okay, so like it's implicit. So about his life, I mean, when you have ga and the copula, you could basically just translate it as is. His life is worry, or a matter of worry. Japanese uses an impersonal construction here. The life is what's worrying. The life is what's worrying. Well, and then it says like is worrisome or concerning. Huh? His life is worrying. His life is worrying. Okay, I mean that's annoying because it just happens to make sense in English if I see it that way. But like his life is doing worrying. His life is worrisome. Very interesting. I'm not gonna add this one anyway, just because like it's a very strange thing to say, but it's a very interesting grammatical case here. Can you generate more examples of this pattern? The weather's worrying. Okay, maybe like without worrying. The weather is worrying. The exam is worrying. Hmm. Different words than worrying. The worry is implicit. Nouns as predicates. His grades are regrettable. This problem is complex. Her talent is enviable. His attitude is strayed. This movie is boring. Her smile is liked. The teacher's explanation is easy to understand. Sensei no setsumei ga wakariyasui. ga wakariasui. Interesting. It's easily understood. Huh. Okay. It's actually a good sentence. Sensei no setsume ga wakariasui. Yeah, I like this a lot actually. I'm gonna use this one. Like if I want to say kono YouTube no video ga wakariasui. This YouTube video is easy to understand. It's quite cool, isn't it? Kakoi ne. So I'll put this there. And add furikana. Sensei no setsume. Did I have setsume already? For no explanation is required. I might have, but no harm in having it for more cards, obviously. Keep editing. Just want to check, if you don't mind. Where is it? Yeah, setsume wa irimasen. Cool. So the teacher explains clearly. I like this translation, to be fair. The teacher's explanation is easy to understand. So sensei. Teacher? At some point, I wonder if I should stop even like mentioning these markers, like possessive particle. I mean, I should. Possessive marker, because like I do it in my head anyway, but it's just making it explicit each time. It's more for future proofing, if anything. Explanation. Ga. Yeah, ga is very strange to me. Like for what it's like, you could basically translate it as for, but with ga it's a bit difficult, more difficult. Wakariyasui. Hold on. Easily understood. So wakariyasui takes wakaru. Uh, wakari. Oh, it's a verb. It's a noun. I mean, okay, never mind. So wakari is just understanding. I mean, it's probably conjugated to be fair, but whatever. Yasui is easy. Easy understanding. And then that's a different. I don't have an image for that one, so holy moly! Let me remove the kanji thingies. Setsume sensei no setsume ga That's actually the perfect image. The watermark sucks, but like it's fine. God damn. Oshieho. That's not what that says. Surely not. So if I just take this part. What the hell, man? Okay.
先生の説明がわかりやすい。
Oh, and the translation. The teacher's explanation is easily understood.
先生の説明がわかりやすい。
先生の説明がわかりやすい。安い。 Okay. Next one. Kyukatsuki. Kyukatsuki 以上の力を感じるぞ。Kyukatsuki G 以上 greater の力 greater power than を感じるぞ。So vampire greater power feel. You show meaning like greater? The grammar's a bit funky there. So let's have a look again. Break down this grammar. I think this will be the last one I do for tonight. It's 11:30. I want to go to bed. Kikatsuki 一生の力を感じるぞ. So vampire, greater than beyond, nominalizing connector, power. So ishono is a set pattern meaning beyond exceeding. Power that exceeds a vampire's. Ishono. I see. So it's Kyuketsuki Ishono. I mean, Ijo no Chikara. So power exceeding that of a vampire. Okay. This was also a direct quote from Jojo once again, so I will of course add it anyway. Whoops. Did it twice there. Thank you for telling me I'm on the pro plan. Kyuketsuki. Literally, suck blood demon. Kyuketsuki. I love that as well. Ijo. I mean, you know, if you see a vampire and you have to explain it somehow in a language that doesn't have the word for it yet, you probably call it a sucking blood demon too. Yeah. So Kyuketsuki. Chikara. Greater power than a vampire. Okay, power exceeding a vampire. Because you got Kyuketsuki, which is vampire lit sucking blood demon. We have Ijo no exceeding, right? Put this into dictionary. Ijo no. I mean, no is the nominalization in this case. Beyond. ChatGPT said it's linked. Beyond exceeding. Nominalizing connector. What's it nominalizing though? Greater than vampire? Like power of greater vampire. I don't know. It's quite rough to translate like that. And then chikara is power. Alright. Then o is the object marker. It's what you were doing the action to, whatever. Kanjiru. Kanjiru, I think, is either to feel or to be able to feel. I think it's to feel. Yeah. to feel or sense. And zo is yet another emphasis marker, I think. Like yo. Emphatic, yes, assertive. Assertive marker, masculine. Let's look at the audio here. Um, I sense power beyond that of a vampire. Actually, that should be like the direction, the normal translation. Oh my days, stop. I sense power exceeding a vampire. Let's get an image for this one. Oh, Demon's there. Right, I need to move the fucking can footy gun out. Surprisingly, it doesn't actually show. Oh, right, this is from the game JoJo ASBR, so it's not even from the manga, so it wouldn't show up. Wamu versus Zeppeli. Wrong one. Versus Will Zeppeli. Holy moly. Yeah, this one is very specific. I don't know if I'll have a thing for this. Let's think. Pillarman versus Vampire. How about that? Bro, rock humans are so like boring. It's actually insane. I feel like I've actually fumbled so hard on that. I want to avoid gifts. Is it like Dio versus Cars? Official, by the way. Versus. Ooh. Yeah, this is good. This is perfect. What a disappointment. Hinjaku, Hinjaku. Love it. Love it. Okay, we're taking this one.
吸血鬼以上の力を感じるぞ。
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 吸血鬼以上の力を感じるぞ。I sense power beyond that of a vampire. So, alright. So now in total I have 22 cards. Wow, I did more than I thought I actually did. I did 8 today. In this, in this hour and a bit. Not bad, not bad. So in total, it seems to be taking me like, I mean, that was 70 minutes. Well, we'll remove 10. So let's say 60 minutes. 60 divided by 8. Let's say it was, in that case, 64 minutes. It probably wasn't. But like roughly 7 to 8 minutes per card, basically, is what this is turning out to be. Which is not bad. It means that if I want to create 10... So, I mean, my goal is really to create at least 10 new cards a day. But that would take me 70 minutes or 80 minutes at my current pace. So I should definitely probably find a way to speed this up. I mean, I say find a way. As I get into the flow of it, it should be faster. That's a lie, actually. I don't know, but we'll see. Whatever the case, this is good. I'm only stopping now. I would keep going because I have the energy. Well, I don't have the energy because I'm tired, but usually I would. But yeah. So tomorrow, as I said, I'm going to study the flashcards. I'm not going to forget. I might forget. If I forget, then shoot me. But if I don't forget, I will do it. Mark my words. And yeah, I look forward to this. Once again, I'll be reviewing them on mobile. So I will not be recording myself doing that. At least just for this first one, because I want to see how it goes on the fly and see what issues arise naturally. And yeah, I feel good. I have a warning. Your microphone is unmuted but has no signal. Please tell me it's been recording the whole time. I think it was. Okay. This is scary. Yeah. So once I finish, by the way, once I finish making these, because I have like minimum 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I've about maximum 20 left to port from Anki. Once I finish those, I'll watch like this video and start mining it. Because I really want to get into like listening. And then so that's those are my next steps. And when I finish that, I want to get into other languages. So I'll still be doing Japanese. Well, that doesn't work though, does it? No. Okay, no. Yeah, so I'll watch that video and start mining it, and I'll make a whole video on that. Then I'll switch to other languages. But in the background, whether or not I record it, I don't know. I probably will, but whatever the case, I will continue mining Japanese from this channel because it's like good beginner stuff, while I turn my attention to Spanish and Chinese, because I also want to get Spanish and Chinese set up. Specifically, for Chinese, it's like less important, but for Spanish, I really want to get watching YouTube videos, because like this guy's channel is good for Japanese, and this seems very comprehensible. I need that for Spanish, so I really want to get into that. So that's also my next goal for language learning. After I finish my Anki cards, porting them from Japanese. I also need to port my Spanish cards, to be fair, but I'll do that at the same time. Or I just forget what I said and I do something else, but whatever. That's what I'm thinking right now. So yeah. By the way, shout outs Stormbreaker. Shout outs Kite Runner. I've got to watch these at some point. I really want to do some like reviews. I've been watching The Boys, by the way. The Boys episode 4, season 5 drops tomorrow. I really want to do some reviews. So I might also do a video about that. But anyway, I mean, to be honest, it's gonna be a busy few weeks for me anyway, because I've got like exams coming up and jobs that I'm applying to, and house sitting and all that, like dodgeball, AGM, elections things, where like I'm running for captain. So there's a lot going on this week and the next week and the next week. But I will keep things up. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Yeah. Subscribe.